Welcome back to another captivating Tour Insights exclusive. In this video, we'll dive deep into the heart of Niagara Falls, uncovering its secrets and exploring why millions are drawn to its thunderous cascades each year. You'll discover the hidden stories behind this natural marvel, from its formation millions of years ago to the daredevils who've challenged its mighty waters. We'll reveal surprising facts that will leave you in awe, like the incredible volume of water that crashes over the falls every second. Get ready to see Niagara from both sides of the border as we compare the unique experiences offered by the Canadian and American vantage points. And just when you think you've seen it all, we'll take you through the dramatic transformations of the falls across the seasons, from the lush greenery of summer to the ethereal ice formations of winter. But Niagara Falls is more than just water. We'll also explore the vibrant surrounding area, packed with attractions that make this destination a must-visit year-round. Whether you're planning your first trip or looking to rediscover this natural wonder, stick around. You won't want to miss a single moment of this thrilling journey through one of the world's most spectacular landscapes. Nestled on the border between the United States and Canada, Niagara Falls is a natural wonder that has captivated visitors for centuries. This awe-inspiring collection of waterfalls is located on the Niagara River, which connects Lake Erie to Lake Ontario, forming part of the border between the province of Ontario in Canada and the state of New York in the United States. Niagara Falls isn't just one waterfall, but actually a group of three distinct falls: Horseshoe Falls, American Falls, and Bridal Veil Falls. The largest and most impressive of these is Horseshoe Falls, also known as Canadian Falls, which straddles the international border. It measures an impressive 2,600 feet wide and has a vertical drop of 167 feet. The American Falls, located entirely on the U.S. side, is about 1,060 feet wide with a drop of 70 to 110 feet. The smallest of the three, Bridal Veil Falls, is also on the American side and is 56 feet wide with a drop of 181 feet. The sheer power of Niagara Falls is mind-boggling. On average, 3,160 tons of water flows over Niagara Falls every second. That's over 75,000 gallons of water per second over the American and Bridal Veil Falls, and 681,750 gallons per second over the Horseshoe Falls. This incredible flow rate makes Niagara Falls the most powerful waterfall in North America. To put its size into perspective, Niagara Falls is not the tallest waterfall in the world. That honor goes to Angel Falls in Venezuela. But what it lacks in height, it makes up for in width and volume. The combined falls form the highest flow rate of any waterfall in North America that has a vertical drop of more than 165 feet. This combination of height, width, and volume is what makes Niagara Falls truly spectacular and a must-see destination for millions of visitors each year. Building on our overview of Niagara Falls, let's delve into the fascinating geological history that shaped this natural wonder. The story of Niagara Falls begins long before human eyes ever gazed upon its grandeur, stretching back over 12,000 years to the end of the last ice age. As the massive ice sheets that once covered North America began to recede around 18,000 years ago, they carved out the Great Lakes and the Niagara River. The retreating ice left behind a landscape dramatically altered, with deep basins filled with meltwater forming the Great Lakes we know today. The Niagara River, connecting Lake Erie to Lake Ontario, found itself flowing over the edge of the Niagara Escarpment, a steep cliff formed by ancient sedimentary rock layers. This marked the birth of Niagara Falls, though it looked quite different from what we see now. The falls began about 7 miles downstream from their current location, near what is now Lewiston, New York, and Queenston, Ontario. Over the millennia, the relentless force of the water has been slowly eroding the rock face, causing the falls to retreat upstream. This process of erosion and retreat continues to this day, though at a much slower rate due to water diversion and anti-erosion efforts. The geological composition of the Niagara Gorge plays a crucial role in this process. The gorge consists of layers of hard cap rock, primarily limestone and dolomite, sitting atop softer shales. As the rushing water flows over the edge, it erodes the softer shale more quickly than the harder cap rock. This creates an overhang of the cap rock, which eventually breaks off in large chunks, leading to the fall's recession. In its early days, Niagara Falls retreated at an average rate of about 3 feet per year. However, water diversion for hydroelectric power and erosion control measures have significantly slowed this process. Today, the falls recede at a rate of only about 1 foot per year, ensuring that this magnificent spectacle will continue to awe visitors for many generations to come. European discovery of Niagara Falls is generally credited to French explorer Samuel de Champlain, who learned of its existence from indigenous descriptions in 1604. However, the first European to document seeing the falls was Jesuit priest Father Louis Hennepin in 1678. Hennepin's vivid written accounts and sketches of the falls, though somewhat exaggerated, sparked immense interest back in Europe. His description of Niagara as a vast and prodigious cadence of water began to draw adventurers and tourists from across the Atlantic. As word of this natural wonder spread, Niagara Falls slowly transformed from a remote wilderness into a burgeoning tourist destination. By the late 18th century, it had become a must-see attraction for wealthy Europeans on their grand tours of the New World. Hotels began to spring up on both sides of the border to accommodate the growing number of visitors. The completion of the Erie Canal in 1825 made the falls much more accessible, further boosting tourism. The 19th century saw Niagara Falls grow into a full-fledged tourist hotspot. The arrival of railways in the 1830s brought a surge of visitors from across North America and Europe. Honeymoon tourism became popular, with Niagara Falls earning its enduring nickname as the honeymoon capital of the world. This period also saw the rise of daredevil stunts, with tightrope walkers and barrel riders seeking fame by challenging the mighty falls. Let's explore the water volume and flow rate, which are perhaps the most impressive aspects of Niagara Falls. On average, about 3,160 tons of water flows over Niagara Falls every second. That's more than 75,000 gallons of water per second over the American and Bridal Veil Falls combined, and a staggering 681,750 gallons per second over the Horseshoe Falls alone. To put this into perspective, that's enough water to fill up an Olympic-sized swimming pool in less than 3 seconds. During peak flow season, usually in late spring and early summer when snow is melting, the flow rate can increase to a whopping 225,000 cubic feet per second. That's nearly 6,400,000 liters, or about 1.7 million gallons of water per second. It's estimated that approximately 20% of the world's fresh water lies in the 4 upper Great Lakes: Michigan, Huron, Superior, and Erie. Remarkably, all of this water flows through Niagara Falls as it makes its way to Lake Ontario. When it comes to the dimensions of the falls, the numbers are equally impressive. The Horseshoe Falls, the largest of the 3, has a brink spanning 2,600 feet, or about 792 meters. Its vertical drop is approximately 167 feet. The American Falls, while not as wide, is still an impressive 1,060 feet wide with a drop ranging from 70 to 110 feet, depending on the amount of rock at the base. The smallest of the 3, Bridal Veil Falls, is 56 feet wide but plunges an impressive 181 feet. These statistics become even more awe-inspiring when you consider that the flow over the falls isn't even at its full natural volume. Since 1950, when the Niagara Treaty was signed between the United States and Canada, the water flow has been reduced for power generation purposes. During peak tourist hours in summer, the flow is 100,000 cubic feet per second. At night, and during the off-season winter months, the flow can be reduced to as little as 50,000 cubic feet per second. Imagine the spectacle if we were to witness Niagara Falls at its full, untamed glory. Having explored the impressive statistics of Niagara Falls, let's now turn our attention to the Canadian side, often praised for its panoramic views and diverse attractions. The Canadian side of Niagara Falls, located in Ontario, offers visitors an unparalleled perspective of this natural wonder, along with a host of unique experiences. One of the most iconic viewpoints on the Canadian side is Queen Victoria Park. This beautifully manicured garden provides a stunning foreground to the falls, offering unobstructed views of both the American and Horseshoe Falls. The park is particularly enchanting during the spring when thousands of tulips bloom, creating a colorful spectacle that complements the rushing waters. For those seeking an up-close encounter with the falls, the journey behind the falls is a must-do attraction. This experience takes visitors through tunnels carved into the bedrock, leading to observation decks right at the foot of the Horseshoe Falls. Here you can feel the thunderous vibration of the water and get drenched by its spray, a thrilling and immersive experience that truly captures the power of Niagara. Another unique vantage point is offered by the Skylon Tower. Standing at 775 feet tall, this observation tower provides a bird's-eye view of the falls and the surrounding landscape. The rotating dining room at the top is a particularly special experience, allowing you to enjoy a meal while taking in 360-degree views of the falls and the Niagara region. For a mix of history and spectacular views, the Niagara Park's power station is a relatively new attraction that shouldn't be missed. This former hydroelectric power plant has been transformed into an immersive experience that showcases both the industrial heritage of Niagara Falls and offers a unique viewing platform. The newly opened tunnel exit provides an exclusive view of the falls from river level. Of course, no visit to the Canadian side would be complete without experiencing the Hornblower Niagara cruises, formerly Maid of the Mist on this side. These boat tours take you right to the base of the falls, providing an exhilarating close-up view of the thundering waters. The misty adventure offers a perspective of the falls that simply can't be matched from land. As day turns to night, the Canadian side offers a magical experience with the nightly illumination of the falls. Powerful LED lights bathe the cascading waters in a rainbow of colors, creating a mesmerizing display. During certain times of the year, this light show is complemented by fireworks, adding another layer of wonder to the Niagara Falls experience. The Canadian side also boasts the picturesque Niagara Parkway, a scenic drive that winds along the Niagara River. This route, which Winston Churchill once called the prettiest Sunday afternoon drive in the world, offers numerous pull-offs for photos and quiet contemplation of the river's beauty. While the Canadian side of Niagara Falls often steals the spotlight, the American side offers its own unique charm and perspectives that are equally captivating. One of the most prominent features of the American side is the Niagara Falls State Park, the oldest state park in the United States. Designed by landscape architect Frederick Law Olmsted, famous for New York City's Central Park, this 400-acre park provides a more natural, less commercialized setting to appreciate the falls. The park offers several prime viewing locations, including Prospect Point, which provides an awe-inspiring view of the American Falls. For those seeking an up-close encounter with the falls, the Cave of the Winds tour is an absolute must. This exhilarating experience takes visitors to the Hurricane Deck, a platform at the base of the Bridal Veil Falls. Here you'll feel the raw power of the falls as you're drenched by their spray, standing just 20 feet from the thundering waters. It's as close as you can get to Niagara Falls without actually going over them. Another unique vantage point is offered by the observation tower at Prospect Point. This architectural marvel extends out over the Niagara Gorge, providing panoramic views of all three falls, the American, Bridal Veil, and Horseshoe Falls. The tower also serves as the boarding site for the Maid of the Mist boat tours, which have been operating since 1846, making them one of the oldest tourist attractions in North America. For a blend of technology and nature, the Niagara Power Vista is a fascinating stop. This state-of-the-art visitor center showcases the past and future of hydroelectric power generation at Niagara. Interactive exhibits and a panoramic outlook over the Niagara River Gorge make this a uniquely educational experience. The American side also offers the Three Sisters Islands, a series of small islands connected by bridges that provide intimate views of the upper rapids before they plunge over the Horseshoe Falls. These tranquil spots offer a more secluded experience away from the crowds, where you can feel the anticipation of the water as it rushes towards its dramatic descent. As day turns to night, the American side participates in the nightly illumination of the falls, but also offers a distinctive experience with the Niagara Falls Fireworks series. These spectacular shows light up the night sky over the falls, adding a touch of magic to the already mesmerizing scene. For those interested in the area's natural history, The Niagara Gorge Trail System offers hiking opportunities that showcase the geological wonders of the region. The Whirlpool Rapids Trail, in particular, provides stunning views of the Class 6 whitewater rapids in the Niagara Gorge. Lastly, the Aquarium of Niagara, while not directly related to the falls, offers a complimentary experience. It provides a look at the diverse aquatic life of the Niagara River and the Great Lakes, helping visitors appreciate the broader ecosystem that the falls are a part of. The American side of Niagara Falls, with its emphasis on natural beauty and educational experiences, offers visitors a chance to connect with this wonder of the world in a more intimate, less commercialized setting. It's a testament to the fact that there are two sides to every story. And in the case of Niagara Falls, both sides are equally compelling. Now that we've explored both the Canadian and American sides of Niagara Falls, let's compare these two unique experiences. Each side offers its own set of advantages and potential drawbacks, catering to different preferences and expectations. Starting with the Canadian side, its most significant advantage is the panoramic views. The horseshoe-shaped bend of the falls faces Canada, providing a full unobstructed vista of all three waterfalls. This vantage point offers what many consider the most impressive and photogenic views of Niagara Falls. The Canadian side also boasts a more developed tourist infrastructure, with a wider array of hotels, restaurants, and attractions clustered close to the falls. This can be a pro for visitors seeking a full-service vacation experience with plenty of amenities at their fingertips. However, this development is a double-edged sword. Some visitors find the Canadian side overly commercialized, with its casino, high-rise hotels, and bustling Clifton Hill entertainment district potentially detracting from the natural beauty. The crowds can also be more intense on the Canadian side, especially during peak season. On the other hand, the American side's greatest strength lies in its more natural, less developed setting. Niagara Falls State Park provides a greener, more serene environment for appreciating the falls. The lack of high-rise development means less obstruction of the natural scenery. For those who prefer a quieter, more nature-oriented experience, the American side can be more appealing. The American side also offers closer access to the falls themselves. Attractions like Cave of the Winds bring visitors remarkably close to the base of the falls, providing a visceral sense of their power that's unmatched on the Canadian side. The hiking trails along the Niagara Gorge are another unique feature, allowing visitors to explore the area's geology and natural beauty in a way that's not possible in Canada. However, the American side does have its drawbacks. The views, while impressive, are not as panoramic as those from Canada. You can see the American and Bridal Veil falls up close, but the view of Horseshoe Falls is partial and from an angle. The town of Niagara Falls, New York also offers fewer amenities and attractions compared to its Canadian counterpart, which might disappoint visitors looking for a wider range of dining and entertainment options. Ultimately, the choice between the Canadian and American sides of Niagara Falls comes down to personal preference. Those seeking the classic postcard views and a bustling tourist atmosphere might prefer the Canadian side. In contrast, visitors looking for a more natural experience and closer interaction with the falls might lean towards the American side. Many visitors choose to experience both sides to get the full Niagara Falls experience, as each offers a unique perspective on this magnificent natural wonder. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more travel stories. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring.